Young and the Restless, Y&R, revelation for Monday, August 24, teases that Adam Newman will appear in Danger Zone. He's going into rescue territory with Sharon Newman, so this certainly involves another session, and another that delves into Adam's childhood. At the Guild, Lola tried to talk to Theo Vanderway about the tasting menu she had prepared for him, but he was much more enamored with anything on his phone. Lola thinks this is about the job at Chancellor Communications that Theo interviewed. According to the testimony, he has so far enjoyed playing cell phones. Lola made him put the phone on the table so that they could stare at it very uncomfortably. Lola promised that it would ring soon. They tried it, but eventually Theo stopped and talked about how much he wanted the job. The best part is that he will do it himself. Theo wants to do something with his life with a meaning, something important. He made Lola promise not to tell anyone that he said something very sad, but she looked very emotional. Lola contemplated her Miami restaurant and felt like it was just commuting what she really wanted to do. She hopes to make a name and create a life for herself in the city of Genoa. Theo wanted his Prime Media job so bad he dreamed of it. All Theo needed was a phone call to turn things around. Lola worries that Theo is putting too much pressure on this position, but Theo doesn't have any other options at GC. Lola wondered if Theo said he would move away if he didn't get this job. Theo is sorry to be a spoiler and asks forgiveness, but Lola finds it unnecessary as he will get the job. Appreciate Lola's trust in him. At Chancellor Communications, Amanda Sinclair told Billy Abbott that Lily Winters was hiring Theo. Amanda is there to fulfill the contract, but Billy is still undecided. According to Billy, that was all they were looking for, so Amanda wanted to know why. He reminds me of me, Billy admitted. He thinks one Billy is enough. Amanda didn't understand why that was such a bad thing. Billy ran down the list of why Theo was such a lawbreaker and wild card. And honestly, who has that much hair? Billy wondered. Amanda urged Billy to stop guilt and realize that he wasn't a bad guy. Billy wants to leave the training session, so they go back to Theo and whether the red flags are important enough to turn him down. Because Billy wasn't sure, he changed the subject of the impending hearing with Ripley Turner. Part of her admits Amanda feels relieved that Ripley will get what's coming to him. However, there will be a date in Amanda's calendar when Ripley will finally be launched. Amanda would rather Ripley never see the light of day again. Amanda hated that Victoria Newman took her knife, but Billy wouldn't let Amanda blame himself. Billy notes that he's the reason Amanda and Victoria connected in the first place. After Billy pondered about meeting Amanda, he argued that he used their friendship. Amanda insists she wants to be there and enjoy that friendship, so Billy admits he knows. After Amanda got a text from Nate Hastings, she said maybe she should reply. Billy points out that Nate must come first. Then, Billy asked Amanda what he was going to do with Theo. She wants Billy to find out if the chemistry is right and whether Theo can take chance come to new heights. Can Theo be trusted? Billy decided that he knew what to do. Victor invited Chelsea to visit after she arrived in Newman's ranch. Victor told Chelsea that Connor went to the stables to meet a new foal, noticing Victor, the enchanted boy. Victor asked Chelsea how Adam was handling things. Chelsea told Victor that Adam was not sleeping well and still seemed shocked. She added that Adam himself needed time because the revelations were overwhelming. Victor asked Chelsea to tell Adam that his father was thinking about him. Victor recalled how he and Hope did their best to protect Adam from the truth of what happened. Chelsea praised Victor for doing the best he could. Victor told Chelsea he was happy they were together, despite his family's doubts about how he handled the situation. Victor admits how regretted he was when Adam grew up without a father in his life because he betrayed Hope's desire to raise Adam on a ranch in Kansas. Chelsea and Victor agree that Adam should put aside the past and not look at all the mistakes he has made. The Young and the Restless, Kyle ran into Theo at the society and asked about his new job. Theo is still waiting for a response, but Kyle wishes him the best and hopes one day they can return as friends. Something like it, as suggested. Theo just wanted to make sure Kyle stayed in his lane. Then, Billy called Theo as soon as Lola reappeared. Kyle told Lola that their divorce would end soon and wished her luck. Even with Theo? Lola asked. Kyle just doesn't want anyone to hurt Lola like he did. but Lola won't let anyone do it. This divorce taught her not to be careless with her heart. Lola contacted Theo again and learned that he got the job. Theo retracts everything he says about finding a new gigs out of town. When Theo talked about their New York luxury shutdown, Lola wanted it completely skipped. Theo realized that wouldn't impress Lola. She just wants to have a fancy date and thinks that they can celebrate Theo's new job. As promised, there will actually be a date, but he doesn't want to reveal all about him. They can share the limelight and talk about their luck, so lucky for the world that two talented people have found each other. Going back to Amanda, she asked if Billy had a hot date. Billy suggested it was hottest and he would party all night. Amanda thought he was serious, but Billy chuckled that he just had a baby. With Abby again, she doesn't need the help of Phyllis and never asks for it. Nick showed up when Abby stormed out, so he asked Phyllis what was going on. Nick assumed he had earned the right to know Phyllis' secrets. She was on the fence about telling Nick, but she has a duty for Nick if he is willing. We will provide updates when other Y&R news becomes available. Young and the Restless spoilers indicate more curves are coming in GC, so stay tuned. The CDL will have all the Young and the Restless news and updates, the updates and news you're looking for. Adam went to Sharon's house and knocked on the door. Ray answered and coldly asked Adam what he wanted. Sharon told Ray to let Adam inside. Adam told Ray that Sharon had told him it was okay to stop by. Sharon explained to Ray that when Adam stopped by earlier, Nick practically threw him out, so she agreed to listen to Adam. Before Ray left, he told Adam not to welcome him too much. Sharon apologizes to Adam for Nick's earlier hostile reaction, but Adam interrupted and said he would drop by to check on her. Adam apologizes for being less sensitive and realizes that she is not well. Adam admitted to Sharon that Nick told him about her cancer and her surgery. Sharon explained that the wound was amputated, and she would have chemotherapy and radiation for about a month. Adam said he wished he would know, but he was too attached to himself. Sharon said that at first she only talked to a few people, but she has gradually become more comfortable including others. Sharon assured Adam that she would defeat cancer. Sharon's first session with Adam was to remember his old habits. Adam thinks about what the normal days of the ranch are like, but nothing out of the ordinary seems after he kills AJ Montalvo. It was hard for Adam not to remember something and to feel too detached from his past. However, it seems that Adam will wake up on the sofa after a nightmare, one of the glimpses of the incident he's trying to pull back. In a new Y&R preview video for next week, from August 24th to 28th, Chelsea Lawson asked if Adam had a bad dream. It is a memory. That voice. It's happening, Chelsea. It comes back to me, Adam insisted. This could lead Adam back to Sharon for another session, or it could be the result of a session they already have. Either way, Adam will be hoping to reminisce about the injury he averted. Although Adam knew it would be painful to remember killing AJ, he felt he had to remember and know the whole story. Unfortunately, Adam won't get the full breakthrough he needs. That is why Adam will return to Kansas to continue to remember, but he will not tell Chelsea where he is going. Chelsea will be worried when Adam leaves MIA soon enough, so that will entail a search and some consequences over the weekend. Sharon asked Adam why he contacted her. Sharon told Adam she could see that he was really struggling after learning he had killed a man. Sharon encouraged Adam to start by sharing why this discovery led him to question everything about his life. Adam said Victor and George, a farmer, told him he acted to protect his mother. Adam admits he was curious to know whether his motive was to want AJ to leave his mother or that he deliberately caused as much pain as possible to ensure AJ would die and die forever. Sharon asked Adam what he recalled seemed out of place at the time. Adam said he always wondered why he and his mother didn't attend Mr. Montalvo's funeral, since he was one of Alyssa's best friends. Adam says he always believed it was because Victor came to town to visit, although he eventually understood that his father was there for a completely different reason. Adam says he wants to know the full truth, although Chelsea thinks it best he doesn't remember details. Adam leaned forward and asked Sharon if she agreed with Chelsea. Sharon says she wasn't there and added that Adam should find out everything that happened the night AJ was killed because otherwise it would continue to eat him. Adam asked Sharon if she would be willing to help him. Sharon agrees to invite Adam to a number of sessions to determine if she can apply her training and experience. Adam admits he is worried about the health effects of Sharon. Adam asked Sharon to be discreet and did not mention Chelsea. Sharon reminded Adam that, morally speaking, there's a lot of history between her, Adam and Chelsea, so she's uncomfortable that Chelsea and Ray don't know. Adam told Sharon that he would review her terms. Before Adam left, he encouraged Sharon to rest. Ray met Nick at Crimson Lights and told him that Adam had stopped by Sharon's again. Nick replied, "I told him to stay away from her." Ray explained that Sharon had told him that Adam needed her help with something. Ray says he hopes that Adam will leave their lives as well, adding that Sharon barely mentioned Adam's name since she ended her session with Connor. Nick notes that Adam is always coming back. There will be more interesting details that need to be ported too, so stay tuned for us for Y&R updates. The Y&R channel is your only source for engaging young and the restless news and updates.
Abby can even become a truly dependent couple. To Abby,